Well, hey everybody, Ben here. As you can see, we're back out here at the little VW truck. A real pretty day this morning. I thought, well shoot, I got a few hours, and thought I'd run back out here and spend a little more time. As you can see, I've got one of the tires on the rear. I did find well, I'll call it a roller, a tire that right now it's holding air, and I did get it on. I didn't video none of that because it's just putting a tire on. And that front tire, if you'll recall, I was shocked to find that it was still up, and it still is up. It don't appear to have leaked down any at all. I've got one more wheel. I actually, when I left last time, left off here with a little VW. I was needing a couple of tires, and I got to be careful still. Oh, my back. If you watched my last video, I throwed my back out last week, but it's doing a lot better. And I was just strictly warned, don't do nothing stupid, so I'm not. But I've got this wheel, which I'm positive will fit. And when I got over here this morning, up here, it appears like that tire's leaked down, doggone it. And I did bring my air compressor with me again, but I don't know if there's any use putting air in it and putting it on, because the risk it might just go flat again by the time I could get back out here. We'll see. But I know that one will fit, so there's three. And I found this one that I was told might fit. To me, it looks just like the other one I had. It's the same tire. I wasn't able to round up a tire, so we know that one's got a hole in it, or we think it does. Yeah, there's a big old split in it right there. That ain't even worth fooling with. Doggone it. Well, I thought we'd get her on all 4 feet today, but I guess not. I am going to go ahead and put this one that I know will fit. I'm going to put it on the back, the passenger side over here, because that's been twisted up for 50 years, been sitting on the ground, blocks and everything else. If the tire does go flat, I'll just blow it back up when I get back out here at some point. But I don't know if y'all find this interesting or not. If you watch any of my previous videos, y'all know I restore old Tonka toys and well, most anything. Restore, repair. I wouldn't call myself a restorer, but anything vintage, I try to fix it up and get a few more years out of it. But anyway, I was walking around here and I tripped over something, and look here, little old Tonka Jeep was buried under the ground, or what's left of one. I thought it was just half of it, but when you look at it, it's just been severely rear-ended. Somebody hit it in the rear and just smushed all that up. What's left of the grill. If I get time, I may dig around and see if I can find any more parts of it. But anyway, I know y'all probably ain't interested in that, but for me, I thought that's pretty cool, just tripping that whole thing up. Who knows, I might do a little short video of restoring that thing. And believe it or not, I've restored them that bad. But anyway, back to the VW. I did notice one thing about the hubs and my wheel situation, finding wheels and things that won't fit. I'd come around here to the passenger side, and I got noticing these hubs. This hub, can y'all see them? Looks like splines or whatever it is in it. They kind of stick out a little bit. And then I was wondering on which one to put the tire on, the rear or the front. And I walked up here to the front, and this front is totally different. it don't have them, and I'm wondering if that other wheel that I had that I thought wouldn't fit might not fit this front, which that won't do us much good. I still got to take it back and get some kind of tire put on it. But I never noticed the hubs are different on the front and the rear. But anyway, like I said, I'll have to work kind of quick and carefully that I don't get thrown out again. That was pretty rough. If I do that again, I'll be laid up for who knows how long. But I'll show y'all as much as I can, as much as I think you might be interested in. And let me see if I can get this tire on. And like a big dummy, I didn't bring no PB blaster or nothing. I run off and forgot it. If I can get up the nerve, I may walk back down to the truck and see if there might be some in there, but I don't think they are. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. Shoot, the more I tinker with this little old truck, the more anxious I am to get it out of here and get it to the house and see how bad she is and what parts is good and what's not. And one of the comments I read, I do read all my comments and I try hard to respond back. I appreciate every one of them. That you can buy these panels, just about any panel you would want or need, and they're relatively inexpensive. So who knows? Who knows what we might do with this little thing. You watch any of the real mechanic YouTubers, I'm just a jack of all trades, a master of none, as they say. They'll tell you you only need 3 things to get a vehicle to crank, which is air, spark, and fuel. But they forgot the most important thing. You need an engine. That would help. But I don't know if I said this in my previous video or not. I may have a line on one that's supposedly rebuilt. Runs great, excellent engine out of Ford Volkswagen. And like I said, if we get that far, who knows, we got from now on to work with it and tinker with it, see what we can do with it. But anyway, let me get over here and see if I can get this tire on. Like I said, I think I'm going to put it over here on the back instead of the front, because there was one on the front as long as it sat here, and this back end sat twisted up for years. Anyway, I'll quit rambling and I'll be back. Okay, let's take a trip back down the mountain. I need to, if I have any in the truck, I need to get some PB blaster or something. Them other lugs, they ain't wanting to go in, and I'm afraid of breaking them. I only had, I think, 4 that will actually fit. And I'll put 2 in each one. That should be good enough to get us out of the woods and on to a rollback or something. Sometimes you take baby steps, you can spend all day and don't seem like you've got anything done, but then when you come back and get started the next time, you think, well, we got a little further than I thought, and every little bit helps. There is something else here that I ask y'all's opinion on. I'm going to be very respectful and careful of privacy and stuff. Seemed like a really nice feller, but he's a whole lot bigger than I am. And I can't run with my back out. But if I can do it and be respectful of privacy and stuff, get y'all's opinion on something else. Okay, what y'all think about this? I don't know why I all of a sudden start running into Volkswagens. This is, again, I messed up big time on the little truck. I would guess this is a 70s. Looks like it at one time had, I think they called that a Baja kit on it, or a homemade Baja kit of some sort. And again, I'm gonna be real respectful of privacy and stuff. But it has seats in it, or some seats. I think them's a little big for a VW. This door is off, but the door is in the back of it. Of course, the window is busted out. There's this one yellow jacket in my ear. The interior panel, dash panel, don't have a hood. It looks like it's been rolled or smacked by a tree, something serious. You can tell this was somebody had set it up for, like I said, this back then, that was before four-wheelers. They would take these and basically use them as four-wheelers. Of course, no engine in it. Transmission is in it. Wonder what it is about Volkswagens and no engines. It don't look terrible. I don't know what a Volkswagen's supposed to look like, but what do y'all think? Is that something way down the road you'd like to just tinker with it, or there's, I guess, a lot of good parts on this. And I have, since I've started tinkering with this little Volkswagen truck, met some guys and found out from friends I had that I didn't know what they know about Volkswagens. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know, and if y'all want to, at some point we may drag this to the house, and if my wife don't run me off, and see what we do. It don't have the hood on it, or in this case I guess that would be a trunk, but I would assume you could find them pretty good. This video is already 12 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it under 20. Y'all let me know what you think. This side's pretty straight. Like I said, it does have the door is in it, inside it. Y'all let me know, and I'm gonna get to the truck and see if I can find some PB blaster or something, and I'll see y'all back at the little truck. Okay, we're back, and shoot, I did have it. It was still in the truck from last time, so I was grateful for that. Since I only have 2 or 3 or 4 lug nuts, I'm just gonna oil this one down on this one, and I did the lugs. Maybe they'll go in a little easier than that other side did. That other side, it fought me like nobody's business. I'm gonna let them soak just a minute before I start trying to get that tire on. But one thing I do want to try to do today, before I head back, if I can, this seat frame is actually, it's rusty, surface rust, but it's actually appears to be really good shape. What I can tell, none of the springs is broke or rusted in it, not severe. But I want to see if I can't get all of this out and take it back with me, where I can get it in a more drier place. And when it comes time to try to roll it out of here, we'll just get a old bucket or something to set on, or something of the sort. But I know this video ain't overly exciting, but like I said, if things keeps going backwards with me, I just was pretty sure I had plenty of tires and wheels this time, but I guess not. But if we get 3 of the 4 on, that's we're that much closer, ain't we? It's called just keep on trying, keep persevering, and you never get nothing done by hurrying. And there's a bunch of other names for it, but I won't mention them. Maybe children watching. You just don't give up, you just keep trying. I keep going around videoing this thing because honestly, when I rewatch the video, I can actually see stuff that I can't see out here the way the sunlight is and stuff. But anyway, let me see if I can get this tire on, and we'll see what we got. If I can find a place to prop y'all up. I better not do that. That's a good way to smash my phone. Alright, let me see if I can wrestle this on right quick. Okay, finally got that little feller on. I tell you, them lug nuts are something else. I guess it's just where it's set out in the weather so long and stuff. They are fighting me every step of the way just to get two of them in there. But I think I've got the tire on there tight enough to, again, when it comes time to get it out, it should do to roll it. And somebody might say, well, those hubs are still locked up. Well, go ahead and put the wheels on. And that is none of my expertise and wisdom about VWs, because I don't know nothing about them. But a couple of the guys I was talking to that does know said it would be easier to go ahead and put the wheels on if I did have to try to pull the hub off to unlock it, and take this big bolt right here off. And what they told me, sorry about that, the hub and the tire both should come off together. And if that is the case, it would be a lot easier to get a hold of this tire and pull on it than me trying to lay under there beating on it. You probably can't tell it from the camera, but on this side it's downhill. I'd be trying to have to hold myself up, keep from rolling down the hill, and make sure that thing don't fall on me or what. But we've got 3 of the 4 tires on it, and like I said, I know this one don't have air in it, but I thought I'd just go ahead and put it on anyway, get it off of that block. And I know it did hold air, because I don't know, what was it, 3 or 4 days ago, when I left, I stopped by a tire store, and they actually put it on the wheel for me. Yeah, doggone it. Well, I don't know. There's a little air in it, looks like. Maybe if it's leaking around the rim, maybe that'll help settle it. I don't know. But there she is. She's got some back shoes on. And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spray all around this rim with this PB blaster. I don't know what good it'd do. If it is leaking around the rim, it ain't sealed good or something, maybe that'll help. May not, might. It cost about 25 cents to find out. Okay, again, I apologize. This one ain't been very interesting, but it's kind of limited to what I can do right at the moment. We'll get there if y'all just bear with me. We'll get there. And like I said, I won't always be able to work on this. I've got to jump back and forth. The old Ford pickup truck, I actually have folks already interested in that truck, so I'll have to spend time on it, seeing what's up with it. I actually believe now, if you've seen the last video I did where I pulled the valve cover off, I believe it's got a drop lifter in it, is the reason that rocker arm's loose. But we'll just have to, and I dread it, pull it apart to see. But I'll see what I can do a little more here on the VW. Because, again, it's supposed to, I believe today is, what, Friday? Set in raining again, I think they said, at least for us. Saturday evening and Saturday night and most of the day Sunday. So that will stop us again, which the distance I have to drive to get here and stuff, it's pretty difficult to do it anyway. I did find, I actually kicked this up too. Let me see. This piece here. Well, y'all forgive me just a minute. That back plate there, that was laying under the truck, so that's not missing. And I might actually take that back with me, where I can maybe get it sanded down and get some primer or something on it to try to stop it from rusting anymore. Anything I can do, just be again another step forward. But I was happy to find that. And again, we've got these tires on. She's looking a little more respectable. Yeah, I think we'll tinker with her. I may try to get this tire on that front, but I've been, this video's 21 minutes. I done been out here several hours. I just have to move slow and stuff. I don't know how much I want to taunt my back. I still got a wheelbarrow, a couple of loads back out of here before I leave. But if I do, I will get back and show y'all we actually got 4 tires on her. May not all have air, but at least they got wheels. Well, I don't know if it'll help us get out of the woods or not, but you know how a tinkerer is. He can't leave nothing alone. I got fooling with this little window over here, and y'all look at here. That's actually loose now, and I know that ain't a good shot, but again, I'm having to try to hold it. She's opening and closing pretty good. Like I said, that ain't got a thing to do with us getting it out of the woods, but I didn't know what else to do at the moment. But, well, I'm trying to get it where you can see it. She's opening and closing. Now, if we get up here and get to working and get too hot, we can roll the window down. I did find something else too. Let me show y'all this. In Georgia, I don't know a lot of states still do it or not, but in Georgia, I'm in the 70s, and I think maybe the very early 80s, you had to have a inspection sticker on your vehicle, and I think you had to do that once a year or something like this. I was just kind of catching my breath a little bit and looking around at the little old truck. And there is an inspection sticker from 1974. So we can assume, can y'all see that it's pretty faded out? But it's 1974, so we can assume this was drug up here no later than 74. So what is that? 51 years she's been sitting here. But I thought that was pretty interesting. That's one reason I'm gonna really like to get it to the house where I can really go over it and look at it and learn about it. And let me clarify something. I'm calling it a 59, 1959. Right now, that's the best information I have on it. I've looked up Volkswagen buses, trucks, hundreds of them, and I'm going by the style, the appearance, these lights here mainly, and the front bumpers. These are like bullet lights or something. And ever 59 that I saw, the front end to me looks just like this. It's got the same bumpers. Maybe we can clarify the exact year model. Got this little overhang or whatever you call. when I do finally get it to the house, I'll be able to really look it over and try to find numbers, chassis numbers, and maybe we can get an exact year model on it. But I'm calling it a 59 right now because that's the closest thing I can find that looks like it. That is subject to change, but I think I'm gonna cut this video. It's already 29 minutes. That's another 30-minute video, and I apologize again. Like I said, this one wasn't all that exciting, but I had to move real easy and take my time out here. But maybe, hopefully the next round, maybe we can try to start seeing if we can't pull her out of here. But anyway, I appreciate all my subscribers. Again, I'm very surprised. I appreciate it. Shoot, who knows, old country boy like me might be a YouTuber yet. But y'all just stick with me, and we'll get into all kind of stuff. Like I said, every chance I get when the weather's pretty, I'm gonna get over here and work toward getting this out of here. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day.